Okay, so we're going to do a follow-up of the guy. What was the name of that video? I don't even remember the name of the video.
He looks at her too much.
He looks at her too much. We're going to do a follow-up of that. So we're going to do a follow-up of he looks at her too much because we got a ton of questions about just specific things about that video, things that like maybe I should have done or shouldn't have done. Mostly a lot of comments, but we had a lot of like really interesting stuff that we saw that we would like to talk about. So, BB.
I'm going to read the comment info, okay?
Yes. She's just mad at me because this is the second time trying this video at the beginning. No, at the beginning she read like half the question and I was like, could you read the rest of the question? And then she handed me the phone and her like hand went in the thing. I couldn't find the question. I'm like, we got to do it again. So then she's like sarcastically was like, I'm going to read the entire question in full. Okay.
Of course. It's unacceptable. I would go and talk to him right away he started it. Oh man, I can't read men's comments. Like, emotionally.
Yeah.
Like,
he's like, oh man.
Okay, oh man.
Oh man.
Oh man. I would beat the shit out of him. Bad word. You did a great job. I'm not saying bad words. It's children friendly or child friendly.
Child friendly. Kid friendly.
Kid friendly. Russian.
I would beat the shit out of him, is what was said.
Yes. And then the bad word?
What's the other bad word?
Moron.
He's a moron? Moron's not that bad of a word.
Okay, moron.
Okay.
You did a great job. How did you manage to keep it together?
Okay. Well, it was super difficult to keep that together. Obviously, it's like one of those situations where you just want to where you just want to like strangle the guy, right? And it's really hard to keep it together. But we were in this place where it was like, I don't know, it was like a farmer's market, right? So like, if you've ever been to a farmer's market, it's like, it's people with like really long hair, like sometimes they don't smell that great. There's lots of sandals, and there's higher end people, and higher end people don't really take well to, full blown out fist fights in the middle of, farmer's market next to the, local honey section. So it got a little sketchy there, so like, I couldn't, it was not like the best situation to do it. Now, don't get me wrong. Oh my God, I would love to just stomp this bearded piece of shit out in the middle of the middle of the farmer's market. But given that, I would have traumatized, 30 children and, roughly 25 hippies. So it's, it was a sketchy situation. So this is pretty much like, that was the best option that I had, was to like, basically, humiliate him in front of BB and his friends, and just be like, this is what happens when you do that.
Right.
So, yeah, that's kind of, I know, I wanted to. You got to bring that up. It wasn't the time. It wasn't the best place.
Yeah.
But I feel you.
Guy
talk. I'm like, motherfucker.
Read
the next guy talk.
Okay. He deserved more of your attention. I'm very sure he will try to find her.
Like a stalker.
Yeah.
He's gonna stalk you.
Yeah.
And find you and do
As
what?
a revenge.
Clean up your table at the fucking Starbucks. He's like, I'm glad I found you. Are you done with this? Are you done with this cup?
As a revenge, he needs to be punished as soon as he shows up. Yeah, that was a comment.
That's a great comment. I just joked, but don't worry. I've played this over in my fucking head after this thing happened. In one of my long walks through the Cambodian streets, I think about these things, about, okay, this is a small town. We will eventually see this person again. How can I preemptively humiliate him again? Don't worry, I've ran through all that will happen and how I can do it. And mostly, and the guys will probably enjoy this, most of my remedies, if I ever see him again, are to get him to try and fight me. So that I, can stomp him out. That's...
I don't think he will stalk or do something.
He won't stalk, but if he sees this again, I don't know though. I don't even know if he would even approach both you and I again.
I know. He will just be somewhere far away watching us.
That's the thing though, is like I wish he would. Like that, I think like it comes across as like I should be worried. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Like please, motherfucker. Like I would love it. Give me an opportunity.
Just give me an eye contact.
Yeah, please. Just look at me.
Look at me.
It's just some other bearded guy. And I'm like, I remember you, motherfucker. He's like, what? Just anybody with a beard. I'm like,
Okay, next comment. Oh my god, awkward situation. I liked your action. You showed him his position. How did BB react on him? Let's tell it.
BB was laughing the whole time. when I did it, and he like dropped the ice down, she was like looking at him, and she's like. But basically, like in situations like that, BB directs it to me, and guys will look at BB. It'll happen. But when it gets her uncomfortable, that's when she directs it at me and tells me where they are, because I have little techniques and things that I can do that stop them from doing that. Because not all of it is a fist fight. If that were the case, I'd be fighting every fucking guy in Cambodia every day that we went out. We would never go in public. Oh, we had it happen tonight. There was a dude in a car. There was a guy in a fucking truck, right? And he was in the passenger seat, and BB and I were in the tuk-tuk, and she's here and I'm here, and then I like look over and he's like staring, and BB like looks and he's staring, and she like looks at me and she's like, he's staring. Like, but it's joking, And then so like I just start staring back at him. So I like move my head in the way of BB and I just start staring at him. And he like sees me and he's like, he just kept doing that. We were like, what the fuck? Like, was he looking at BB or me? Like, what the fuck is going on? And then they drove off. We were like, oh my God, we just avoided something there. We don't know what we just avoided, but fuck, that guy's gone. Just weird shit like that happens all the time.
I remember them all like, hello?
Yeah, oh yeah, I did that too. Where like some guys, they see BB and it's like they lose all fucking train of thought. And they just like see BB and they're like, and they start, like a fucking zombie or like a mummy or something, or like BB, and then like BB, and like I like got in the way of this guy. He was staring at BB, and I just like got in the way, and he was like moving.
Yeah.
He was like walking with his friends, and he just couldn't take his eyes off her. And I like finally I got in the way of him and BB, and like he saw me, and he was like. And I was like, hello? He's like, hi. And he just bailed.
Yes.
Like little shit like that. Sometimes you just gotta fucking like slap them out of it. They're in like a trance, they get a BB trance, They're like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, hey. They're like,
We were talking about it in some of the videos.
Yeah, one of the previous videos about guys when they stare at girls.
Yeah.
Like your boyfriend, if he stares at somebody, It's like he's not creeping. It's like shiny object, you know? He's like just walking along. He's like, oh, hey. You just gotta punch him in the arm. He's like, fuck, I'm out of it. Anyway.
It's something funny. Yeah, that guy was not fun, right?
The guy at the farmer's market.
Was not fun. Those are just for fun.
Yeah,
Just
no,
fun.
no.
They are not that kind of.
Yeah, the majority of them are just fucking funny.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're just funny. And
Like
it's
with you, with these.
with the little uns.
With
Yeah.
the girls staring at him, you know, like they literally stare. they just stare, you know, and I can't do anything with that.
So funny. So funny. And I'm just like, and I know she's getting pissed. And I'm like, what do I do?
Yeah, you cannot.
I can't be like, I'm like, stop staring at me. She's like, why'd you talk to them? I'm like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
There's nothing I can do. I'm just like, horse blinders, you know, straight for it. All of them, I mean, it's funny. Like them and then the guys, you know, majority. Yeah, it's just funny. But yeah, that situation, the farmer's market fucking guy crossed the line. So, yeah.